All right, y'all. We are back. Once again, we're looking for shorts. I want to target this London low. Um, it's a pretty big gap between these 8 a.m. highs and 8 a.m. lows. About 100 points, a little over that. So, got these pre-market highs marked out. Looking for those to get swept out. ES has already taken one of them out. Nasdaq is obviously trading a little bit lower. So if ES can break structure to the downside here, this would be our SMT. We also do have PMI coming out at 9:45 today, so that could throw things off. I sort of want to wait until the news comes out to really look to enter. So we could see ES breaking structure by violating this gap here. If we end up respecting this gap, we might be in for a long day. Didn't really violated it, or didn't really violate it, but we did close at the low. It's looking like Nasdaq wants to take out this high. So yeah, Nasdaq just ripped above that high. Let's go. I just got 100 out of 100 on my final project for one of my classes. Let's go. That's what you like to see. That's what you like to see right there. Boy, I can't wait for college to be over. Cannot wait. So I think technically this will be a long setup for us. I don't want to take it because that's not what our bias is saying. But we got SMT here. On NASDAQ, we took out this low. So that's our liquidity sweep. Here's our SMT here. Breaker structure, retest the fair value gap, and then we confirmed it by closing here. So NASDAQ just took that out. Same with the S. We have not formed a fair value gap on NASDAQ yet. And this is the only fair value gap we got on ES. So we're definitely starting to slow down. In the next minute here, we're going to be getting that PPI. Wow. And ES barely had a reaction. That was kind of crazy. Looks like we're definitely going to take out that 8 a.m. high. Nasdaq just took it out. Nasdaq still has to form a fair value gap. There's like a 1 point fair value gap here, but we're not gonna pay attention to that. And this looks like our first fair value gap. ES just took this out. ES still hasn't really formed any fair value gaps either. Nasdaq forms its first one and way up in premium. So unless we're really, really bullish, we'll violate this. And that's a good close on ES too. Close right at the midpoint, so it's really a toss up. We could still violate it, could still respect it. ES is definitely coming bearish. Nasdaq's definitely coming bearish now. There we go. Definitely a break of structure. Can't really say the same on ES just because there's no. I guess they did. They counted this as a bearish candle, but we didn't really close underneath it. Not that big of a deal. I think the cleaner setup's on Nasdaq, anyways. Alrighty, so we're testing that now bearish gap. Hopefully we can respect it. If we close bullish on it or bearish on this candle, we'll enter. But it's not looking like we will. Alrighty, so we closed bearish on that candle, but we didn't wick up into that gap. Again, there's not really an entry on ES. I want to see us wake up into here and close bearish. Then we can enter. So right now, I think we gotta wait until we close underneath here. Unfortunately, it looks like our entry is gonna be down here. So it looks like we just ran out this low by a tick. So the low here's 40.75. Yeah, this one's 40.50. Oh, never mind. Looks like we will be entering. There we go. we go. 2R would be 60 points, which would be 73. Damn. Steven finally caught himself a winner. Hopefully, please don't reverse on me. Yeah, we're moving stop. We're moving stop a little early. Just because ES closed right at this fair value gap. Yes. Okay, so it looks like this gap's gonna get violated. Well, that sucks. We should have cut that early. Unless this fair value gap's gonna save us. This itty bitty fair value gap is our last hope. And it looks to be respecting it. Come on, you left equal lows down here. There's so much liquidity down here. Just take it out for me. Please. It's a great close. That's a great move. Well, that's not as much of a great move. This is what we need. We need a little magnet down here. Go ahead, bring Price. Bring Price back down here. Can I get a stop sign? Do they have a stop sign here? They gotta have a stop sign here. There we go. So what we needed is magnets working. Sometimes when the strategy is not necessarily working out, sometimes you gotta influence it. You gotta put a stop to these runs, and you gotta attract this thing lower. Let's make this a little bigger. Come on, bring it down here. There we go. Keep it coming. Could we get a close below that gap? Could we? Okay, so we didn't get a close outside of this gap, But we did close below this bullish gap, so that's good. And we formed a bearish gap over top of it. I think we need another magnet. Where is it? I saw it. I saw it. Where is it? Oh, this one looks a little bit stronger. We need both of these to go crazy. Make this a little bigger. Come on. Calm down. Calm down here. No, stop doing that. Come down. This is a little bit crazy if we're not gonna lie. Oh, this is TJR is live. Let's see what he's up to. That's a great close. Close down there, please. That's a great close. Great close.
We're literally just waiting for ES, bro.
Yes, we are. I was thinking the same thing, sir. Yeah, what is that? What is he doing? I can't even see it. Oh, kick just crashed.
Bro! Oh, bro. Yo! Are we being dead ass right now? Nah, this is crazy, bruh.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's in a trade. This is crazy though. Do I need to like make the stop sign even bigger? Come on. Stop. Bring it lower. Come on. There we go. Come on. Come on. We're so close. All right, we just formed our SMT. Can we get our breakup structure and can we just go to the outside, please? Please, that's all I'm asking. Just you got your breaker, you got your SMT. You took out the highs on it. Yes, there's no reason for us to trade higher. Let's just get that SMT. Let's break lower. Just break lower. Come on, break lower for me. Come on, you already took out your highs. A bunch of people just got stopped out probably. Let's just bring it lower. Like why are we continuing to trade any higher? We don't need to go higher. We need to go lower. Look at how much sell side's down here. 1 level, 2 level, 3 level, 4 level, 5 level. Like come on. There we go. Just trade right through this gap. We don't even need to spend time at this gap. Just trade through it. Okay, so we broke structure. That's good. That's the SMT starting to play out. Please. You're really testing my patience today. I gotta get off of here. I got a call at 10:30. I might just have to go on mute and answer it. Dude, ES is fucking all of this up. Can we just trade lower, please? Come on. I really don't want to like just do this manually the entire time. But like we need it to go down here. Do I need to add another magnet? So I will if I need to. I wish I could rotate these. Wait, I can. Aha. Come on. Just break lower. You made all of the liquidity levels. You made the SMT. What else do you need? gonna use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. There we are, bouncing off the bottom of that stop sign. Uh, no, stop. Stop. Need you to come down. No, down. 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 Come back down here. Like, damn, what else do you want? Yeah, we're probably getting stopped out soon. Make these a little bigger. Maybe the pull will be a little bit stronger. Uh-oh. Gotta go. I'm getting a call. Mute. Hello?
Hello, good morning. This is Summer from JP Morgan Chase. I'm hoping to speak with Stephen Embry.
Yes, ma'am. That's me.
Hi, Stephen. You have booked your interview with me today. You have applied for the 30 hours associate banker in Cincinnati. Is this a good time for you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's get started. If ever that you are selected for the role, your start date would be May 18. Are you good with that?
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right. We're also looking for someone with an open availability. Our branch operates Monday to Saturday, 8 to 5, depending on the branch needs. Do you have any scheduling issues?
The only thing would be in August. I start up my classes for school. I have a class on Monday. I believe it starts at 4:45, and then on Tuesday, which starts at 6. So
Okay.
the class on Tuesday shouldn't be an issue, but I might have to leave early on Monday if that's possible.
Anyway, I think that's going to be a few months from now, May. So you're starting with maybe June, July, August. By that time, you're probably, if ever you are selected, you're probably close with the manager already, build relationship already. So you guys can just arrange with that. But thank you for pointing that out. If ever that you pass your human resource interview with me and I decide to endorse you to the hiring manager, then you guys can disclose that. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
All right. So maybe you could just my tip, if ever that you pass here, is that when you state that to the manager, put that on the list if a priority. Like, don't make it a big unless they said, hey, do you have any questions? Okay?
Okay.
You know. All right. Now, Steven, just to give you a little background about this job position that you have applied, the associate banker role is you will be working directly with our customers with their ATMs, credit card, business account, and debit cards. So we're looking for someone with a very excellent customer service. Um, do you think you're able to deliver this job?
Yeah, so in my current job right now, I speak with customers every day. I'm a manager at my current place. So if there is any issues with any customers, I'm the one that's actually resolving those issues. And I've been doing that for about 3 or 4 years now. So I would say that I'm definitely versed in customer service and meeting the customer's needs.
Perfect. And your highest education is bachelor's?
I'm currently working on my bachelor's degree. I finished my associate's degree.
Associate's degree. All right. Thank you very much. Yes, I did look up your resume, and it says that you are a third team manager to All Express, and then you also work with UPS as package handler and crew member at Marion's Piazza. Piazza.
Yeah.
Okay. So, um, I believe or I assume all of this job that you have listed, they are all customer service facing role, correct?
The only one that wasn't was that UPS package handler one.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. So let's focus more on the one that you have face to face, customer facing. Okay. So my next question for you would be more on specific. I want to ask about your previous job. So please answer me in detail. Can you give me an example where you have helped a customer handle a difficult situation? So what was the situation? What are the steps that you took to be able to resolve the issue, and what was the outcome?
So I think one key example would be one time when a customer called the store up, and
Uh-huh.
she was angry over the phone, saying that she just came in for an oil change, and that we didn't put on her coolant cap, which I don't know if you know much about cars, but that's a very important thing to keep on there to keep
Yeah.
all your coolant in there.
Fine. Right.
So I explained to her like what the situation was, how I would have to go about solving it, and ultimately I got her phone number, her address, and I called up our nearest AutoZone to order that coolant cap for her car. I went and picked that up myself, and then drove over to her house so she didn't have to drive her car all the way back up to the shop with no coolant cap. Once I got to her house, she came out and greeted me. She was very thankful that I showed up anyways. But once I got underneath the hood, I saw that her coolant cap was there, but it was her washer fluid cap that was missing. That was missing before she came in for the oil change. And the washer fluid cap is not very important. It doesn't keep any pressure or anything. It just keeps all your washer fluid in there. So I was explaining all this to her, and she apologized for mistakenly thinking it was the coolant cap. And I was basically telling her like, no worries, like we want to come out and check stuff like this anyways. But now every single time she comes in for an oil change, she always asks for me to do her car, and we always talk for a couple minutes while she's in for an oil change.
Okay, that sounds like she's really happy with the experience that you have provided for her. Okay, thank you for providing that. My next one is, about technology. Can you give an example where you have helped the customer, navigate an app, digital tool, anything like that?
Yeah, so one of the biggest things at Oil Express that customers bring in is Groupons. So it's basically just a cheaper coupon that they can purchase from a third party source. And sometimes we'll get people that'll buy it and then not know how to necessarily navigate the Groupon app. So we'll have to go in and
go through their account, find their voucher, and then be able to actually redeem it and find that code. So just walking customers through how to navigate that app and then being able to ultimately use the voucher that they paid for.
Okay. Thank you very much. And what are your career goals? You sound very knowledgeable in terms of this job that you currently have. Why would you like to shift career or to finance? And what are your long-term goals if Chase will hire you?
So right now I'm sort of at a position where I've sort of reached the ceiling on earning potential. So right now I'm
Mm-hmm.
as a third key, I'm basically third in command behind the assistant manager. So the only room for progress for me would be to take over a shop entirely. And one of my friends does that, so I know the wage that comes with that. And the hours and the wage that comes with it is not much more than what I'm doing right now. So I was looking to pivot and really start my career because I am looking to get married in about 3, 4, maybe 5 years. So I want to get a career started. And as I'm studying finance, I'm falling in love with finance even more and more every day. So I definitely want to pursue something in the finance industry. I'm really money motivated. I love being around money and I love handling money all day. So that's why banking definitely appealed to me. Also, I like satisfying customer needs, which is what I do in my current role, but I would love to do it in a more financial role. And then eventually, after working as a bank teller, I would hopefully overperform in my role and then be able to
Mm-hmm.
get a more full time job and just climb up the ladder there.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. And lastly, what is your expected hourly rate if ever Chase would go ahead and hire you?
Um, I believe the average that I was looking up was around $20 an hour, so somewhere
Okay.
around there.
Got it. Thank you very much. All right. Stephen, I have pretty much captured everything that I need in this interview, and I think I would love to move forward with